Hey everybody, and welcome back to my little corner of paradise here on ElmCreek. I've been working down here on our new sunflower field. Started harvesting that in the last stream. That is now done. Just got done mulching it. And I thought we would go ahead and well, toss some fertilizer on this field. How is everybody's Thursday evening? Are we ready for ice? Are you going to get ice? I don't know. Are we going to get ice? Or is it supposed to get cold? Let's check the forecast. Oh, it is 27 degrees and getting cold tonight, it says. Tomorrow we have a high of 23 degrees with a cold of -3. Oh, the only ice we should be getting is from the melt. That's all, just from some runoff. Oh, Zach, what is up? Bruce, how are you doing today? How are you doing, Will? Oh, getting ready for some yum-yums. And some classic chicken noodles. Now this field was this field was interesting. When I harvested it, it had 50% fertilizer on it. It went from fully fertilized to 50% fertilized just harvesting. It was pretty interesting. I don't know. I don't think I have chopped straw on. I don't think chopped straw would work anyway. Oh, barbecue chicken nachos. Sounds interesting. We will catch that gap here in a little bit. Roasting chicken. Cluck, cluck. Potato pierogies and red cabbage. Hey, whatever. If it works. See, I was really interested that this field came up right away after harvest as 50% fertilized already. Now we are fully fertilized on this. We just gotta roll this field because, well, she's rocky. She's rocky. Mike, how are you doing today? Got some bad news for you. Bad news. We ran out of fertilizer. That is not the bad news. Bad news is I do not have anything scheduled to release tomorrow. I am plumb out of content at the moment. was looking at a couple maps. They've got some issues in the logs, so I'm not going to put those in the channel. And another map that released today. I went to go check it out. It's behind a private Facebook group. Can't do anything about that one, so that one goes by the wayside. Didn't see any super interesting mods drop in the mod hub or anywhere else really that I could validate. So yeah, tomorrow we don't have anything on the books. But we do have Forza Friday. Forza Friday is going to be on the books. Now, when the pre-show ends, I'm thinking about doing something slick. Something on the slide. Scooter's Workbench, what is up? Rabid Rob, how are you doing today, sir? And my plans for this map have slowed down drastically due to the lack of harvest contracts. We gotta get ourselves some fertilizer. What are you doing? Uh-oh, this is no good. Increased loading time. Ugh. What the heck is that? Alright, we need to take that out. Where is it? Yeah, but you can't bug report a mod, do you? Let's see, where are we at? Oh, we're good. We weren't too far off. Why is that button not engaging? everybody, and welcome back to my little corner of paradise on ElmCreek. How has everyone's Thursday been? Had a little issue we had to spontaneously restart. It's a little depressing. I kind of like that mod. I like the idea of that mod. $1,000. Yeah, it's cheaper. Whoa, we're going all over the place. FARMER-KLEIN, what is up? Alon, is it Alon? Welcome to the stream. This video is brought to you by Chasey Dog. Thank you for being a farm baron. I was just saying during the pre-show that I've got bad news. Bad news, I am tapped out of content at the moment. Nothing on tap for tomorrow's release. So you'll just have to make do with the back catalog. We will be doing our Forza Friday live stream tomorrow night. But there hasn't been too much dropping. I was looking at a map and... or a couple maps, but they didn't feel quite right. Had some interesting messages in the log, so I think I'll let them bake a little bit longer. Another mod released over at Facebook private group, so we can't do that one. Of course, there weren't any real super impressive mods dropping today. At least I don't remember. There was the versatile, but then I don't even remember the other one. Oh, vehicle monitor. So, yeah. The only mod that released last week, yesterday, that I thought that was super cool was the increased loading time or unloading time, and well, that's the one that caused us grief right before we started the stream. So I'm not super happy about that. No, it wasn't Wild West. I don't know anything about that one. So we are going to be, eat up time. We'll be working on our new sunflower field, and I was saying, I'm going to do something on the sly. We're going to do something on the sly with respect to our sunflowers that we got off of this field. See if we can't double down on making some money. Sean, 79, Darren, how you doing today? Oh yeah, definitely wouldn't have a video done. Something released an hour ago. Well, Phil, we don't know. What we don't know is we don't know how many mods that they are rejecting, right? They could be rejecting a much larger quantity than are getting released. So we know based on some numbers that Giants released. What? Why did I turn that off? Hold on. There we go. We know some numbers that Giants released back the end of last year, right before they went on break, was that they had over 3,000 mods submitted over a 1 month period. 3,000. And they tested over 2,000 of those over a 1 month period. And we only saw 200 and some get released. So that is a 90% rejection rate. 9 out of 10 mods tested got rejected. So if we assume, which is about all we can do, if we assume that the rejection rate is similar to what it was before, hold on here, where is it? Control Z, okay. Then there could have just been an exorbitant amount of failed mods. And that's why you only saw 2 get released today. It's hard to say. This was kind of an accident, but hey, it's working out. I did see in the forums where there was a message about a new patch coming in the next few weeks. But I don't know at this point how involved QA would be in active testing of something that still might be a few weeks out. But no doubt they are involved in testing it at some point. We also have precision farming coming sometime in the spring, and the first DLC scheduled sometime in the winter of 2022-2023. We still have a few weeks of winter, maybe 6 weeks of winter or so. Get that set back to the right working width. Rob, sorry to hear that, buddy. Ouch. That is gotta hurt. Yeah, good thing you didn't hurt anything important, right? Like your gaming hands. Hate for you to hurt that. Alright, let's go do what we're going to do on the sly. We've got about 60,000 liters of sunflowers. December 7th. I tell you, I would... Whoa, uh-oh. This is bad news. Bad news bears. I don't know, I think if I had something sitting back that far, I would, I think there's some way they say that you reach out with Giants, some mod messenger I don't know, I guess that's in their mod portal where you upload mods. I just see a lot of talking to the ambassador channel about various ambassadors inquiring for modders how they could reach out to QA, and they're always like, use the mod messenger or something. But I think I'd be inquiring, going, so if we're 9 days to the testing queue, how come we're, you know, a month, like 5 weeks out? Who knows? Right? But yeah, I think 1,200 mods and 9 days out, I think that's some pretty optimistic counting right there. What's 1,200 divided by 9? Over 120 mods per day being tested. So if they're literally testing over 120 mods per day, and you're only seeing a half dozen to a dozen get released per day, that tells you the rejection rate right there. It also tells you how many are being submitted per day if you extrapolate out that 9 days is accurate. Because if you look at that mods pending testing count, it increases every day. Not by a lot, but it increases every day. And since it is increasing every day, that means that there are more mods being submitted than there are being processed. And if they think they can churn through 120 mods a day, that means that there are more than 120 mods being submitted per day. Which means when they leave on Friday, they can expect over 240, 250 mods to be added to that queue when they come back Monday morning. So it's going to be a while before that count drops of any significance. It's going to require either one, a whole lot more testing per day, which may not be possible, or two, the number of mods being submitted have to fall off. And one thing that I was saying, I don't know where I was saying it at. One thing that I was saying somewhere earlier today was that quite possibly the thing that might curtail mod submissions is Giants announcing the mod contest that is undoubtedly going to be happening this summer, June, July timeframe. Because the mod contest, once that's announced, typically you see submissions fall off as people start working on, you know, the mod that they're going to be submitting for that contest. Ahmed, what is up? So this is what we're doing on the slide. We have nearly 60,000 liters of sunflowers. We are dumping into the oil mill. And then we're gonna buy it. Oh yeah. And now the magic. We have 50,000 liters of sunflowers. We're gonna be making ourselves some sunflower oil. Sneaky, sneaky. Yeah, they can't keep up. But I do wish that they would go in order received. And it doesn't seem like they're going in order received. If you know, custom modding has one that goes back to December 7th. Unless it's in some way sitting in some weird state where it's not in the testing queue because they think it's somehow back on the modder to respond to something. I need to see if we still have that smaller trailer up here. If we do, we can probably sell that. Get a little money for that. Because we have maxed alone. We only have $25,000 in the bank. Oh, okay. He said on one of... You see, I can't keep track of any of that Facebook stuff. Well, Zach, that's one thing, and Giants did recently, very recently, so a lot of the stuff in the queue wasn't able to be run through the mod testing tool that Giants provides. But the issue is that even when it was available in 19, I think a lot of people never used it. So that's part of the issue, is people not using the tools provided to streamline the process. So no, we do not have our trailer anymore. That is gone. So I can remember if this cultivates or plows. We're about to find out. Yeah, I mean, if you don't speak German, right, all you can do is count on Google Translate or some other translate app. And if they're never happy with the translation, then what do? So that is plow texture. That's alright. Use it anyway. Let's see here. What cedar do I have? No. Oh, it seeds directly, but But if I'm going to put in sunflowers again, I need a planter. Right? Alright, I need to do this. Any rate. Here we go. No, Phil, I am not. I'm in plenty of Discords, but I'm definitely not in any one particular modders or mappers Discord. Oh, really? How so? Really need to use the headland management feature. Oh, really? Well, that's fine. Everyone can have an opinion. And if anyone's opinion's different than any other opinion, that's what opinions are. They're different than other people's. Oregon Trees Gaming, what is up? Oops. There we go. There we go, we got it turned on. Oh, because I did something. Always end up using it wrong. Here we go, alright. We're gonna use it right this time. Hit the like button. That's right. I thought you almost said hit the lake. I'm like, what? Hit the lake? Get a little cold for that, isn't it? The best tractor, Stewie, is the tractor that does the job. You're gonna find I really fairly neutral. Yeah, on this series we've got Fendt tractors and McCormick tractors. On the No Man's Land series we're using, we don't have Fendt, we have Massey Ferguson tractors here and McCormick. On the No Man's Land series we're using Fendt tractors. Yeah, the best tractor is the one that gets the job done. Oh, it's raining. I try to use different brands on different maps just for the sake of variety. Lifting that storming. Oh, I'm not out of fuel yet. Is that like a perennial thing? I'm just always out of fuel. I don't know. Right. What do we have as far as a New Holland? LMNOP. I mean, we got a fair number of New Holland tractors already, right? We got the little methane, we got a T6, we got a T7, we got a T8, we got a T9. Then we got the grape and olive harvesters, we got forage harvester. We've got telehandlers, skid steers, regular harvesters, balers. Then we're up into the mods here. I mean, I would like to see some... maybe some other New Holland machinery, but man, we got an awful lot of New Hollands already, right? It's nowhere as, you know, it's not anywhere close to the deficit that we have with respect to case tractors. Let's see. There. I was sure I hit the button right that time. So, you know, if we're talking about, you know, a brand shortage, yeah, McCormick, I'd like to see him maybe expand this line, maybe work it down a little bit. If there's smaller McCormicks, that would be cool. Yeah, Mahindra has some small tractors. That would be cool to see. It'd be cool to flesh out the linear a little bit more. Definitely to bring in more of the oh, what is it? Completely blanking now. Rigid track, more of the rigid tracks. Oh, I think I know why this is working different. The raise and lower is slow. And it's not disengaging the guided steering until it's fully raised. And it's just slow to raise. That's why it's like that. Case, you mean the big case road track? This thing? I don't know. Was it ever intended? I don't think it was intended to be crop destruction, you know, avoidance. I think it's just road track because these are wide and narrow, so they're designed to go between the rows. That's a pretty darn big track to be pulling a sprayer. It would be interesting to see them flesh out the methane more, as well as the electric. Let's just go ahead and move on to tomorrow. I don't know, Blake. Zach was saying he bought it, but it was still doing crop destruction on his fields. But I don't know if that was really the intent of the road track, to avoid crop destruction. So let's check and see how is our oil doing. 252 oils. Bread. Almost another pallet of bread. We got one pallet down there. No. We are done finally processing our flour. So no more flour is going to be processed. So all the flour here, as best I can estimate, is going to be worked through by bread, and by the time we have time to harvest some more grain to put back into our flour mill. So I did see patent a mod to make biodiesel or biofuel out of canola and sunflowers, I think. But it was kind of on a small scale. So it was like you filled it with a bucket. So it was on a lot smaller scale than what you would typically expect. Oh, we've already mulched, Darren. We've already mulched. Oh, with a flail. Oh, wait. Okay, I know what you're saying now. Flail mower. I would think so, yeah. I think the whole idea of a mulcher is to basically break up the plant material so that then when you work the soil, that plant material gets worked into the soil. It's easily broken down. Well, yeah. So I don't know if you're going to see that or not, because I think Giants will probably think that would introduce too much confusion for the novice player. That would be my guess. Right? Why is I can't fill my vehicle while you're putting the wrong fuel in it? Yeah, we had our smaller tractors ran on leaded, and then the larger tractors ran on diesel. I mean, I was thinking that when we had the fact sheets show up that were stating the level of def that a tractor or truck would hold, I thought maybe finally in 22 def was going to be a thing, and you know, when you pulled up to the tank you had to fill diesel and you had to fill def. But it seems like it's still a magical liquid that fills at the same time you're fueling, right? You don't have to actually add def to your vehicle independent of the fuel you're putting in. Rooster, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for that awesome planter. Did I add that? Did I add that to this? Because I could use that planter when it comes time to plant my sunflowers. I didn't. I need to add that. I need to add that in here. Is that what you call the deaf government juice? But then I'll have the reduced feed capacity, Rooster. Jeez, you're trying to get me out of that incorrect seed capacity version. I see what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do. Yeah. Yeah, Patton. That be the one. I think you did a great job on it, too. Tom, thank you very much for the sub. Well, you give Tom a big old round of applause. There we go. Like, would you use the right buttons? We also get, if we can get another cut of grass. I don't know if we're going to be able to get another cut of grass or not. Yeah, after we earned $30-some thousand off of that. James, thank you very much. Hope you are enjoying the game. Diablo del Toro, my week has been frustrating for the most part. Right, we had snow over the weekend. We had snow Saturday and into Saturday night. Sunday I woke up, snow was done, and I look out front. I live on a circle, and the city had plowed all the snow from the circle in front of every single person's driveway. I had a pile of snow that was at least 3 foot high and probably 7 foot deep in front of my drive. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Well, I whipped out the snowblower, fired that bad boy up, and for the next hour and a half, I was blowing snow, clearing the driveway and clearing the pile of snow that the city put there. I just blowed it right back into the middle of the circle and said, there you go, try again. And it stayed there. They came out yesterday. Yesterday was Wednesday. So it sat there from Sunday morning until Wednesday before they finally shoved it a little bit more out of the way. Yeah, the road's clear. nobody can get to it because we're all plowed in. And you know, when the plow gets it, it's all compacted, right? It's a whole lot harder to move around because it's done being compacted together. And my kids might get to go to school tomorrow for the first time since last Friday. Monday we had a holiday, but we also had a snow day because of the snow. Tuesday they had a snow day. I don't know why they needed a snow day on Tuesday. I think they claimed that the city streets weren't clear. Well, they look pretty clear to me. Wednesday they had a snow day. Same reasoning. Yeah, a snow day is when you don't go to school because school's closed because of the snow or the roads as a result of the snow. Today they were going to be on a 2-hour delay. Let the sun come up and everything. And then we got a phone call at 5:30 in the morning. This was the quote, due to worsening conditions overnight, we're going to close schools today. Again. We're like, worsening conditions, so I went outside and I looked. It was not only above freezing, it was raining. So we canceled school because it was raining and it was above freezing. So the roads were wet. I know that's abnormal here in Virginia to have rain and temperatures above freezing. So I can see how you might want to cancel school because that's so atypical of Virginia weather. No, we're in a city. It's ridiculous. You want a snow day? So apparently they announced another 2-hour delay for the morning. I can understand that. It's now below freezing. The rain from earlier today, the above freezing temperatures from earlier today have caused some runoff onto the roads that will freeze overnight. So there will be patches of ice. And I get you, if you wait until 2 hours, then the sun will be up a little bit, and the chances that you'll have enough sun on the road to take care of that ice is a lot greater. But still. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I work in education too. Different form of education, but I work in education too. And Monday was we're closed. Tuesday was classes are canceled, which is different than we're closed. Wednesday was a 2-hour delay at work. Oh, would you stop? There we go, turned off, okay. Yeah, so the 5:30 call today, because it was raining and above freezing, I mean, if you looked at the forecast for literally the forecast's wording, it was saying we would get a dusting to an inch from 9 a.m. until 11 while the kiddies were in school. And then temperatures would be above freezing for the rest of the day. So even if the forecast held, the kids would go to school, they would get a little bit of snow on the ground while they were in school, and by the time they got out of school, it would be above freezing. So it's just frustrating because you think about, hey, when I went back in my day, right, we rode the school bus and it snowed on the ground. We were in school and we looked out the window and we saw it snowing. Not anymore. Farmer John, welcome to the stream. Pat and I have no idea who would possibly do map creation via a contract. Typically, it takes, even I would say on a quick map, it would probably take 500 to 600 hours. And map making is very much a labor of love because of the fact that the number of hours that it does take. So doing it on a contract work, or what is that other word? Consignment type of a thing. I don't see that happening really. Unless you try to arrange something with one of the what I call a map factory, where all they do is they just spew out maps like one a week, and then they never go back and fix the maps because they're never right to begin with. Joshua, what is up? Yeah, commission would work. That would work for what I was trying to say. Oh, snap, it's Timmy33. Thank you for that. Oops. There we go. That's what happens when you accidentally hit the wrong button. When we get back up there, we need to check and see how our honey is doing. Yeah, well, we're down, Devin, we're down here where if it snows, typically it snows just a couple inches and it's gone by the next day, or at most 2 to 3 days. Whereas I got a hint that up in Wisconsin, it's, if you get snow in early December, you likely have snow. That same snow is there into spring, right? It just gets added onto. We typically refer to winter as the mud season, because that's what we get most of is mud. Let's check our here's our finances. So what are we spending in loan payment? Loan interest is all right. That's not too bad. $700 a day is not too bad. I think we can keep up with that. Harvest income. Yeah, $880,000 loan. We're gonna be a long time paying that one off. There we go. Got her done. Yeah, some of that I don't understand. As I've said in the video, I just don't understand it. I don't know anything about UK agriculture, so I don't know if oats aren't a thing there, but if oats aren't a thing, then I would think sugarcane is definitely not a thing. That was on the list. It almost feels like was oats not on the list because he's had other maps that had oats, right? In 19? I assume so. So there is our honey is doing good. Our eggs should be fine. We're gonna have to get a we're gonna have to pick up a rock collector. Apparently. Stone picker. And we'll get some fuel while we're down there. Farming Sins, what is up? Okay, Bill's over. Bill seemed to say he was over at the over at Oxygen David's Discord. Was there any discussion related to the missing crops? Or the crops that didn't have sell points? Was that just an oversight? Somehow the wrong XML was put in at the last minute? Was it intentional? I mean, visually it's stunning with all the new buildings, all the buildings that have all of the new texturing on them, the ground textures that are using the new technique. Now, what about the mods in testing? Was there anything in that list that looked exciting? There was another map that was in testing that I guess got kicked back because it was no longer in the testing thread, and well, we haven't seen it released yet. That was the new something to start with a B. I forget what was even in the list. I'm gonna go look now. So we've got basic pastures pack. That ought to look interesting. Hopefully it's just a bunch of kind of open pastures. You can then put fences around. That'd be neat. That beehive pallet spawner. That's been on the list a lot. I really don't know what's up with that. It's like it's been on the list like the whole week and maybe even part of last week. Extra large big bags. Shovel pack. Ooh, slice weight. Super excited. Fuel trailer. So we have beehive pallet spawner, and then we have honey pallet station. I wonder what they are and how they're different. Lime and beet pulp production. It's good to see a beet pulp production showing up. We did a video on one of those already, but wasn't in the mod hub. Ooh, lock steering axle. You can get that right now over at lsfarmingmods.com. That looks like that is in testing. I mean, I don't get it. Right? Does it lock the steering axle or not? Clear. Open cow pasture. That would be nice. Another big open pasture. People have been wanting to see that for sure. Some sheds. And then nothing super exciting after that. collect our rocks. Daniel, what is up? Oh, you got the hook, huh? You're hooked. Yeah, new yeah, that one. That was in testing earlier this week. And then it just seems to have vanished and didn't get released, so it must have got kicked back for some reason. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's not good. Trading's how you make money. How are you going to make money if you're busy farming? Farming is a no-profit game. Farmers don't profit in real life, right? Maybe tomorrow. It'd be nice to have another map drop tomorrow, right? Question is, will we pay for our lease in picking up these rocks? So, Daniel, I was told, do I even have it? I don't have it here. I was told the Rollin pack has an auto load. I heard that Rollin pack auto loads pallets. Is that not true? It's just fails. Yeah, look at all our specklery rocks. We got a rock problem. Yeah, the Rollin pack. Rollin pack. I don't know. I think I have it. I might have it activated on No Man's Land, but not here. I don't know if he has a PC. I don't know if he has a PC to get into Giants Editor. At that point, you'd have to buy a second copy of the game. Chicken farms going. You are doubling down on the chicks. You are doubling down on the chickens. Let's see. Does my trailer hold stowage? My trailer holds stones. Wonder if this thing will unload into that trailer. Oh my gosh. I did it again, people. I did it again. Oh boy. Look. We did it so often. I have the command right there. Alright, let's go get gas. Let's go get fuel. I didn't see your warning. I was gonna get fuel. I went and got the rock picker, but forgot about it. You guys are so entertaining, I forgot all about it. Why is the wiper still on? It's not raining. Well, I guess it is raining. I hear it raining. Oh, no, I don't. That was a quick storm. Patton, catch you later. So one thing that I did prove earlier today when I was doing a little testing. So today we dropped the console commands for production, right? 4 essential console commands to test production and do things with production. And one of those was to set the owner, GS production owner, GS production point owner or something like that. And it is confirmed that you can use that command to, in essence, sell production back. So up to this point, you couldn't sell production. You had to sell the whole building, right? And at that point, the building is gone. And the only way to do anything would be to buy it back. And, well, if you buy it, then you own it. But you don't maybe necessarily want that hole in the map, right? Well, with GS production point set owner, right, we can, in essence, sell production. Watch this. So we don't own the cereal factory, right? You see here, number 4, the cereal factory is not owned by us. It's owned by owner 0. And that is production point 4. So we're going to set the owner to 4. Production point 4 to 1. And now, if I go here to my productions, right, as we expect, we now have a cereal factory, right? That's what we expect. Well, we can go here and we can now set the owner of the cereal factory to 0 again. And I no longer own it. It's sold. So you could basically manually, with that command, sell a production facility back without having to actually delete it off the map. And then you can go in and GS money add and plus, and then like give yourself $80,000, and that would be you selling it back to somebody else. So it was put up in a comment, well, could you sell a factory that way? And I was like, yeah, in theory you could. I haven't tried it, but now I have tried it. Definitely works. Rick, what is up? Welcome to the stream. I tell you this, high fuel usage, it'll hang you out to dry. Do we have any pallets here yet? Nope. Nada. And I also hear that if you unload in the top, you get more money. Alright, next time we will see if we can't unload in our trailer. Then we'll just bring a trailer load of stones down here in one trip. Ron, how are you doing today, sir? So back we go. Cultivation contracts. Nothing good there. They still want me to sow the grass field. Spraying contracts are popping up, but we're not going to mess with those. How to level stream beds? No, I just used a level. It was smooth command and level. I'm the last person you want to be getting terrain forming advice from. Rick, I do not use auto drive. I've never used it, not really sure how to use it. I mean, for me, I don't have a problem driving from point A to point B. Auto drive seems to be the perfect tool for someone that doesn't want to drive from A to B. Diablo del Toro with the 6-month renewal. Super chat, best community of all gaming right here. What? FK for life. Oh, you're gonna don't get that tattooed on your arm or anything. That would be kind of weird. Just saying, that'd be kind of weird. Gotta harvest the land. Gotta make the donuts, Daniel. Gotta make the donuts. Yeah, there is the AI. In fact, we'll probably hire a helper once we get done this run so we can bring our trailer down. How do you get a mountain range in-game level? Rick with the super chat. Thank you very much. What is that? What is that? What does that do? Like, get embarrassed or something? Go to town there, sir. Streets, what is up? Welcome to the stream, Mr. Streets. So, Rob, when you're leveling, click on the point that you want to set as your level, and then hold the mouse down and drag it across, and it should level it. Of course, anything around you is going to either be raised or lowered as far as the terrain height. But with level, you want to click and drag, and then everything will be the same level as where you started for the size of the brush. Now, let's bring our truck back up. Oh, like the in-game stream beds? What? I wonder if they have some sort of, so have you tried the Terraform Paint Anywhere mod to add that and see if that says anything about, or if that helps you flatten the stream beds? Okay, I thought you were trying to make like a stream bed. You basically want to remove a stream bed. Oops, wrong turn. Wrong turn. So yeah, the paint / terraform anywhere might help. We'll park that right here. Can we dump into that trailer? No, it's too high. Daggone it. I don't have my other trailer anymore. Oh well, we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Once we get these rocks off the field, we won't have to worry about them anymore because we can just roll the rest. I'm hoping. Some of these rocks are here when I harvested. I didn't even look. Do I have rocks on? Rocks on, rocks off. Get your rocks. Yeah, rocks are on. Rocks are on this save, not on No Man's Land. That's it. Yeah, let me get the link. Let me get the link there to the terraform and paint anywhere. So that's the link to the terraform and paint anywhere mod for PC. It has a side effect. It allows you to also place anywhere, including on unloaned land. So you can paint, you can landscape, and you can place buildings on basically any parcel of land, regardless of if you own it or not. Gonna leave piles of rocks. Piles of rocks on the side of the field. Because at this rate, I will we'll have to go unload like every 3-4 passes. That is a little much, in my opinion. Yeah, that's what we're using right here. Headland management. Get to the end. We're just going to hit a button. And now we can turn. Then we'll hit it back again. And off we go. Alright, catch you later. Off to the observatory. What are you observing? You're not already gone. What mods are you all are eagerly awaiting? Maybe you've heard people post about them, talk about them, you've seen them in the testing thread. Curious what you all are eager to see come out. Oh, that's cool, Rob. That's cool. Oh, no camera collision for sure. And the HUD hider. Get rid of that little reticle. The case harvester from custom modding. Oh, you were eager for Calmston. Well, now it's out, but maybe it wasn't what you were expecting or hoping. Julian, who's Julian F? What did they do? Auto load logging trailer would be really cool, right, for the logging folks. Yeah, that's out. Oh, let out of breath. It's here. You mean Hagenstadt? What's Hagenstedt? Take it, it's a map, but Hogensteed. Was Julian F. the guy that did oh, he did Atco and White Trackers. And the oh, I haven't really looked much at the Versatile pack. Gleaner would be cool, some old Gleaner harvesters. Okay, so Hagenstadt. All right. I'll tell you, that one is, I guess it goes back to nostalgia, right? I'm not nostalgic over that map because I didn't start until 17, but that's really about the only thing that I can grasp as to why that map is so long-lived. It's gotta be nostalgia. Liberty Fields out with the map. So what are we? Almost halfway on that. Yeah, these contracts are so frustrating. It's like nobody's doing any of their work. It's all reliant on me. Well, I don't know about that, Ron. I don't listen to hardly any new music, but hey. Disco Rama. Westridge Hills, did you like CCS's Midtown USA variant of Westridge? Or was it Westbridge? Yeah, they don't seem to do any of their own work, right? We are about done. A second load. haven't tried any of the logging stuff. I've just kind of logged out over the years. Ah, I didn't check it out. Okay. That's what I wanted to do. Of course, I don't have a bucket. I have to get a front loader bucket and hope I can pick those rocks up. Lord Coley. Lord Coley Cross Cosplay. Oh my gosh. Can't say anything tonight. I think it's pretty good. Definitely a chill game. Sit back and just chill out. Depends on what you're into, right? If you're into action-packed shooters, if you're into role-playing games, if you're into exploration games, then maybe not. You're into things related to driving, simulation, then yeah, maybe. I don't know. You see that AI traffic? They're pretty good at taking you out. You gotta watch out for those guys. They're just waiting to take you out. Oh. Oh, the West Coast. Bullet Bill's the West Coast. Well, supposedly he's back in 22. He didn't do 19, but supposedly he's coming back in 22. I think you're going to find it a lot different in 22 than it was in 17 for sure. There is a lot of features that were mods in 17 that have become standard in 22. There's features that came in 19 that became standard in 22. Officially, the game is on a whole different level. We've got new texturing techniques that give you a 3D look to the ground from time to time, and on structures and such. Spider-Man boy, welcome to the stream. All right, Rick, catch you later. Thanks for dropping by. Well, Spider-Man boy, they should. Who's they? I assume you're meaning Giants should give you more mods? Well, it's not up to Giants. It's up to the people submitting mods to the mod hub as to if they are going for console or not. And lots of times it's up to Sony what types of mods you get, because script-based mods aren't going to be able to come to console typically without being incorporated into the base game. And that limitation is imposed by Sony, not by the modder or Giants. So Tim, this is guidance steering. So guidance steering basically is a steering lock, lane assistance mod. And the way it works is you basically go in and set the working width, or tell it to auto detect the working width, and then you set a point A, you drive forward for 15 meters, you set a point B, and then you get basically your lane, and then you can lock in on the lane. That is what the green line on the middle means, it is locked. And we're using it with a combination mod called Headland Management, and what that does is allows me, with basically the push of one button, it will raise the implement, it will turn off the implement, it will disengage the guidance steering heading lock. I can make my turn, and then I can hit a button, it relocks the lane, lowers the implement, and turns it back on, just with the push of one button, as opposed to trying to hit 4 or 5 different buttons. Spiker Man Boy, we are on PC. Yeah, Diablo del Toro brings up a point, but right, I was planning on putting together a video piece on mods and the console versus PC kind of mod gap, and why that exists. Why is there a mod gap between console and PC? And I asked Giants a series of questions last week, and well, they basically ignored my questions, so they never answered them. So I don't know if I'm going to put that piece together now, or if I'm just going to say what I think and what I'm pretty confident in without any real validation. This is a safe place, huh? Well, you know, so often in a mod review, you know, you'll get the token, is this for console? And, you know, if I feel bad. I do. I feel bad telling them, like, no, it's for PC only because of this, because of that. And, you know, it's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss as a console player, but the way it works is like this. Sony and Microsoft rule your gaming experience. They own your gaming experience. Everything you can experience on a console has to be approved by Sony or Microsoft. So of course we're talking about Xbox or PlayStation. And when it comes down to mods, well, you know what? Sony and Microsoft aren't so keen on modifications because it can change your gameplay. And as a result, you could have a gameplay experience that is different from the gameplay experience they want you to have. And they do not want you to have a bad gaming experience, ever. No, they want your gaming experience to be the best possible on their platform. Because the worst thing that they can have is to have you have a bad gaming experience and decide to change to the other side, to the dark side. Whichever side you're on, the other side is the dark side, right? Though they don't want you to do that. So they want to own your gaming experience from start to finish. They want to make sure you have a quality gaming experience. And the only way to do that is to control the game. And game manufacturers have to go through some testing with consoles before console games get released. And the same holds for games that have mods. So like SnowRunner has mods, and it took a long time to get them rocking and rolling with mods to console, because I think they had to do a lot of they had to figure out a lot of things with respect to mod delivery, and probably do some validation with Sony and Microsoft to validate that mods of certain types would not adversely affect the player's experience. So it comes down to lots of the quote-unquote good mods that you'll hear a console player talk about are scripts, are script-based. Well, the scripts are kind of like the scripts are scary to console manufacturers because scripts change how the game works, changes how the game runs on their product. So they don't want scripts because, if you put a bad script mod in, you're gonna maybe blame the platform. So back in 17, when Seasons became available for console, it was like a bombshell. Nobody was expecting it because Seasons was a heavily modded mod, or heavily scripted mod. That's pretty much all it was just a bunch of scripts. So the only way it was able to go to console was Giants had to modify the game. They had to incorporate inside of their game all of the season scripts and basically ingest them in. So when Seasons came out for console, there was a console update. And that update incorporated all of those scripts into it. And then when you activated the mod, basically you just pointed to all of the scripts that were now a part of the base game on console. And that's how Seasons came to 17, and that's how Seasons came to 19 for console. But it really isn't a realistic expectation to have the game get updated every time a script mod comes for inclusion on consoles, or anytime a script mod is updated. At that point, you would basically be pushing out an update multiple times a week, potentially. So that's kind of the crux of it. Ron lucked out. Good for you on the 3080 before everything went scarce. Well, maybe. Only from the standpoint that they're not willing to update their base game to add it. But where does it end? Is it GPS? Is it headland management? Is it any one of the 75 other script mods that are out there? Right? It's a lot of labor for sure to push updates and get them validated through console manufacturers. I don't know if it's actually a monetary transaction also, or if that monetary transaction is just in labor. Alley the Alligator, welcome to the stream. Tim, I go to the website. I find I cannot navigate the in-game mod hub. I can't find anything on that. No, Scooter, we didn't roll it, but we did run out of fuel. I don't know if you were here for that. PC is the final frontier. It's also, yeah, it can also be rather frustrating because you may or may not be able to do what you want to do due to hardware limitations or other issues, right? Zach had an issue where he was having problems running American Truck Simulator when he was in multiplayer mode. And I think it ultimately turned out that he had some nasty anti-spyware application that was hogging resources that he finally got figured out. But you know, things were working fine, and then one day they weren't. And then it comes down to, you know, how long does it take you to figure it out? But also, what was I saying? But also, you know, PC is very flexible because you can add mods from other websites, right? You don't have to just go through the Giants mod hub. So I can download a mod off of Facebook. I can download a mod off of a reputable third-party mod site. I can make my own mod. I can edit a mod for my own satisfaction and use that. Whereas console players, you're limited to only through the in-game mod hub. So only things published through the Giants mod hub can go in, because console manufacturers don't give you access to the file system in order to what I call sideload them, which means load them from outside of the official channels. So yeah, your console is perfect for, I just want to sit down and play. I have a busy life. I don't need to spend 20 minutes trying to figure out why it doesn't work today, because all I have is 20 minutes. So I just want to sit down, turn it on, play for 20 minutes, and then go to bed, right? Console's perfect for that because it is a fixed platform. Games are designed for that specific hardware. And in general, things should just work. Unless your controller breaks, and then you're angry again, right? Oh, Gary, you're funny. Yeah, so, you know, nothing bad on console. I'm super, super happy that we can cross-play together with console players now. I can't wait for more cross-play compatible maps to come out. So, yeah, so we can do more of that. Oh, I just had an idea. Where's the, I don't have a sound effect for a good idea. Here's my idea. All right, you ready? You ready for it? We could have a console versus PC multiplayer challenge. We just have to figure out the right map and the right terms of play. Diablo del Toro can lead the console team. He just needs to find some players. No, rim shot is not. That's not an idea. The Gong Show is an idea. All in good fun. All in good natured fun. Right? PC players, console players. The terms of battle must be established, and we must select the battlefield for which the battle will be held on. And then we can go to war. And then to the victor will be the spoils. I don't know what the spoils will be, but they'll be spoiled to the nth degree. What do you think? Let me see. Thumbs up in chat if you think that's a good idea. Robert, welcome back. How you doing? Oh, Ron, that's up. I don't know the terms of play. I have to set up the terms of play. Bruce, I don't know where you're getting this. home PCs being phased out. I think that's technically a ambulance or police sound effect, but yeah. Oh, what are you saying? Wish there was a mod that when you place something. Oh, you got more to say. No, I was really disappointed, right? It was like 2. And 1 was vehicle monitor, which I'm sure somebody would like. It's just a whole lot of information on your screen. I don't know. I like vehicle inspect up here in the upper left corner. It's very non-intrusive, right? It's only the vehicles that are actually in use. This vehicle monitor just seemed like it was a whole screen of text that's always on your screen. It's like, I really don't care if I have my fast track is full of diesel but not being used. And then we have the versatile 4-wheel drive pack. So I didn't really look at this, but we've got a whole bunch of versatiles. That might be interesting to look at. I was initially just thinking it was some edits of the in-game one. P, welcome to the stream. Well, Drew, I saw something in the forums. I don't know if that was speculation, rumor, or what, but some guy was stating something that there were still problems with mods and consoles, and that there was a patch coming to fix more of it, and that's why there weren't a whole lot of console mods dropping. And I don't know if that has any credence or not. I did see that the CTO posted in another topic that a fix was coming in the next few weeks. That patch was coming in the next few weeks. But what that fixes, I don't know. If there really is a console problem on certain types of mods, I don't know. I'm kind of more inclined to think that maybe they're still working through a whole bunch of garbage mods, right? Like the pending testing thread right now says that there are 1,235 mods pending testing as of the update today. 1,235. Now, if you write that down and then look at it when they update the thread tomorrow, see if it's lower or higher. I've been kind of trying to keep a mental track, and even though they've been releasing mods this week, that number has been going up. So we talked about it at the start of the stream. There's more mods being submitted than they are able to test at the moment. So the pending testing count just keeps climbing. And, you know, these guys aren't robots. They go home for the weekend. They've got family, so they go home for the weekend. But modders are robots, and they just keep sending them in. Their mods will get sent in on Sunday. The mods get sent in on Saturday. You come back on a Monday, and that pending testing count is probably 200 higher than it was on Friday. And we kind of talked about it also at the start of the stream. We're at 1235, right? 1,235 mods. And it says a 9-day waiting period. So if you take 1,235 mods by 9, that's 137 mods per day. So if 9 was a realistic number, which I don't think it is, they would have to be churning through 130 some mods per day. And if they went through 130 mods today and released 2, that means they rejected like 99% of the mods they tested. That's insane. Oh, really? So they need to do some more sound balancing. I know on PC they increased the sound levels because for a lot of us the sound levels were way low. Which building would fit? Well, yeah, the best thing to do, Bob, would be to level the ground before you place anything and save the game before you place. And that way, if something happens, you can just quit and reload. Well, my point out of the alligator is there's so many of them, right? There's easily tens of thousands of modders all submitting work to the mod hub. And we don't know how many testers are on the QA team, but I would be willing to bet that it is a pretty low number comparatively to the tens of thousands of modders out there working and creating products. So that's where you get the yeah, I don't know the word for it. I did not hear any of the origin story of Camden Farm. I don't follow anybody on Facebook. I don't keep track of map progress before a map is released. I am not a member of any one modder's Discord. About the closest I get to that is being a member of the Farm Sim Links and Mods Discord, the one that comes up if you do gosh, is it Explanation Mods? Is that what maybe kicks it off? Streamlabs will pop it up here every so often. Almost done. Yeah, there's some music back there, Bruce. There we go. Make sure we are nearly done. Yeah, yeah, driving right past the church, right at the end of the video, that was completely by accident. I had no idea the church was there. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I drove past it right at the end. Drove right up to it right at the end of the video. I didn't listen to it too much because I was a little concerned that the music may be too loud for the video and it would want to demonetize the video. It always seemed too complex to me. Right? You had like 2 keyboards and then a whole bunch of pedals. I don't know how you know what to push when. Oh, you mean Oregon? I thought you said origin. I thought there was like an origin story to the map. Oh, David, that is awful. Sorry to hear about that. Which government is it? Is it the Aussie government or the U.S. government that's the holdup? Yeah. Forgot about the knobs. You got the knobs, and you got the foot pedals. You got like 2 keyboards. These. So, what are you confused about, Daniel, on the grass? You can mow grass and bale it and feed your cows grass. Or if you mow the grass and then use a tedder. Tedder, where you at? So if you use a tedder, then the grass will be converted to hay, and then you can collect the hay with a forage wagon or a baler, and then feed that to your cows. Or if you want silage, right, that's a whole process of either wrapping a grass bale or putting grass in a bunker and then covering it and fermenting it, and then you can feed your cows that. Or if you go to that extent, then you could also make mixed rations, which would be hay, silage, and straw, and mineral feed, and feed that. That would be the most optimal. But really, I would say go check out my how-to playlist. So I did a whole series on grass and making hay and baling and collecting it with a forage wagon. I've got a video on silage and the various ways of doing silage. And then I did a video on making total mixed rations and the various ways to do that. So let me get you that playlist. It's got a lot of videos on it, a lot of useful information.
In America, the future belongs to everyone.
No, the future doesn't belong to everyone. The future only belongs to the rich. Remember that. So that's the playlist for the how-to. Like I said, there's a whole lot of information in there. Some of it you may not need. Some of it you may need. But I've got a whole series on grass. From cutting it to collecting it to baling it, tedding it, and so forth. And then I have a video on silage, and then I have a video on mixed rations. But yeah, it can be a lot. It can be a lot for a newcomer, for sure. And I would say at that point, just feed what you have available, and then yeah, when you're able to upgrade the food to the next best food source, then do that, and just continue to upgrade food sources until you get to the most optimal. Where we gotta take our honey. Honey, 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 honey! Where are we gonna take you to? Take you to town in the cereal factory. It's paying the most for my honey. Oh yeah! Come get some honey. Ah, Jack Mac, we are indeed streaming. Welcome to the stream. We are just about ready to close it out for the night, though. It is a little after 10, and I just got to work one more day of the week before my weekend starts. Farming, yes, that is, something that a lot of the Seasons players in 19 sorely miss, right? Is just the natural drying of grass. But I do understand why it was not brought forward in the seasonal cycles feature. Are you? Are you just? I'm gonna come get you. Call a law on you, boy. Alright. Anyway, where's my cereal factory? It's over there. Let's go get some. So, what was I saying? Oh. I know why they didn't include it. Because with the addition of seasonal cycles to the base game, I'm sure they didn't want to make the gameplay super confusing, right? And I could see how, to a player that was never having to do that, they could just cut grass and keep grass. All of a sudden having to deal with grass bales not living around, you know, grass bales vanishing. That was a big enough deal for people playing with Seasons in 19. They're like, I have a whole bunch of grass bales and they just vanish on me. Well, yeah, because that's what happens. So I can see why they would have not included that. The whole idea of, wait, I have to wait for grass to dry? How long does it take to dry? I want to just Instagrass. Why can't I have my Instagrass? There is a pallet factory on PC, Alley the Alligator. Maybe at some point a pallet factory will flow down to console, right? But the big issue is the way it is now, without having all the production modified to accept pallets as an input. Pallets really just become yet another production item, yet another finished good that goes to a sell point or two. It would be a great way to use planks, a secondary way of using planks versus furniture. Yeah, it would be an interesting additional dependency for a lot of production that makes things on pallets. Is you have to supply the production facility with pallets before they'll make any product on pallets. And some of the production elements in previous versions of the game did do that. Try our luck again. Well, that kind of worked. don't think we have any sunflowers yet. Nope. Where are we going to take these? Grocery mart. I don't think I may have used the forestry. Yeah, I used the forestry thing once in that how-to video on how long trees take to grow. I think my goal in 22 is to avoid forestry at all costs. Let's make a little bit more money. And then we'll move on to tomorrow, and that's what we're going to do. End it! Okay, just giving the grocery store some nice fresh bread. Oh, look at that. Now that was amazing. How did that happen? That was absolutely amazing. Alright guys, that is gonna do us for the night. I want to thank you for coming out and watching. Sadly, as I said at the start of the stream, we do not have anything on tap for release tomorrow. Just tapped out completely with content at this point. So, hopefully I'll get some content created over the weekend because I'm going to be out of town most of next week. We're not going to be streaming much next week. I'm going to be traveling with the wife, so I will have a laptop. I'll be able to possibly record content, but I will definitely not be able to live stream any content from a laptop from a hotel. Tomorrow night we will be back on Forza Horizon 5 doing our Forza Friday live stream, so be sure to check that out if that is something you are into. Tiger Man. They increased the limit on chickens. I don't know what the new chicken pallet litter is. Or liters are. And until next time, happy farming.